Okay, we're live, 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 live. Just, just running. You,
You know, I had to get, the applause and, we got people that's, they're probably going to come in late, but hey, we're here. How you
you
doing, Ray?
just, I'm good. You just want to use that applause button you found,
I
right?
know, I kind of like the applause.
Mm,
You
it
know,
likes you too.
I guess it does.
Okay.
But
So, you want to bring up our guests, or do you want me to? It's up to you.
you can bring up our guests. We have two special guests tonight.
Yes, we do. We have Tiny's mom, little Tiny. There she
Hey,
is.
everybody.
Her little chihuahua, I
What's
should say. I always call
going
her little
on,
Tiny.
Tiny?
And
And
then,
Hey,
last but not least, and never least, we have NCR.
Hey, hey.
hey,
you know,
NCR.
Hello.
the last time NCR was here, he was complaining about the food in the green room. This time, you got him exactly what he wanted. He asked for Subway, but it wasn't completely Subway. But we went to the gas station and got sub sandwiches for him.
I guess
I'm
that
But
still
budget,
upset by that.
budget. We have a
we
budget.
on the budget. The bread may be stale, but just put it in the toaster. There you go.
At least it's not gas station sushi.
I mean, when we got that from the gas station sushi, the man actually asked me, "You didn't eat that, did you?"
Hi, CyberX. Hi, Waystar.
What's going on,
Miss you
Cyber?
guys.
Hey, CyberX.
And we got Tiny. I hope she found everything comfortable in her green room. She asked for for some chow mix for Tiny, but all we could get was Alpo. But hey, there you go.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
Next time, I'm just gonna bring him some of Leo's kibble. He'll probably like that fine.
That's cat food.
So what? Cats can eat dog food and vice versa. It's just not gonna kill them.
Well, that's true. I have seen the cat bark. Well, a cat that thinks he's a dog.
Yeah,
That's funny.
so,
So you guys want to hear something funny real quick that doesn't pertain to anything related to anything? I got my
What's that?
hair cut. I got my hair cut yesterday. Nothing too drastic. But my own phone doesn't recognize my face to unlock any of my apps. I'm getting really irritated.
oh, snap.
Yeah.
So, what did you have to do to get in your phone?
Well, I have a code I can also use. So I've been having to type in my code like some kind of Neanderthal, but otherwise, I'll just redo it. I'll just redo the face thing. But still, I was like, why isn't it recognizing my? I forgot I had got my own haircut, So
Well, I got my hair colored Tuesday, and
what color did you do? I thought it looked like darker, maybe.
it's kind of like an auburn.
Yeah, it does look
Oh,
different. I thought maybe it was like different. Okay, I didn't want to say something and have it like not be the
it looked
case.
like
Kind of like a pregnant woman, you don't want to say unless you know for sure. So
it kind of it
Right.
kind of goes it kind of goes with like your name should be Raven for some reason.
Sorry about
no,
that.
it just
Well,
goes in a way that lets you know her hair color probably was close to that when she was a lot younger, like in her teens.
well, I had um my mom always called me a spitfire, and but my hair was almost jet black. But as I got older, I had red streaks running through here all the way back, and we
It's so
don't know
weird
why.
how our hair does weird things as we get older. Like I had stick straight hair my entire life. Didn't matter what length it was. Didn't matter anything I did to it. It was stick straight
Yeah.
until the change.
And you
And
know what?
then I have curly hair now.
And for me was I started seeing my first gray hair when I turned 12 years old. So I've been going gray hair ever since. So for me not to see it, I actually keep my hair cut short. But it seemed not to be working now, so you can see gray hair all in my head.
Oh, I don't care about gray. That's just
That's the
I
first
earned
time you
those.
get old.
Those are stress.
Yeah.
What did my mom call them?
They're stress highlights.
Yeah, there you go. I couldn't think of it. Yeah.
And I call them wisdom highlights because I earned every single gray hair I've got. Trust me, I earned them.
I thought
Yeah.
that's what they call the lines when you have at the top of your forehead.
The top of your forehead, you mean your hairline?
Something, like the little crease you have at the top of your forehead, or the little crow's feet around your eyes.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to talk about those. Anyway.
I kind of think, I made a friend of mine's upset because, she, she didn't want to talk about how old she was getting. So I told her that she had a new wrinkle coming in around her eyes. So she don't talk to me anymore.
Oh.
Boy, Mr. Thomas, I don't know. Sometimes I think you're single by choice, and other times I think you're single because
Well, it's true. I'm not going to point out the new wrinkle that came in around her eye.
why you got to point it out? You don't do that.
That's almost like a woman's age. It's sacred.
Yeah. Wow.
That's true. You never ask women her age unless you don't like them.
You just be polite. That's the best way to go, is just to be polite. Don't point things out.
But me, I'll admit I'm 18.
Oh,
Okay, if you could be 18, I could be 18 also.
look at Miss Adult over here. I mean,
18
it
with
reminds me of my nephew when he turned 18. My sister gave him a hard time about something. He's like, I can't do that. I'm a brand new adult. I'm like, what? What?
A brand new adult,
He called himself a brand new adult. My sister had experience because she's an old adult, so she should be helping him with whatever the thing was. I don't even remember what it was, but
I'm like, yeah, when you turn 18, you have to take on if you're a brand new adult, you have to take on adult responsibilities now.
that's what she told him. Now he's turning 21. I'm like, was he a brand new adult now?
gosh.
I just look at it like this: once you turn 18, don't go to jail because you go to big boy jail.
Yeah, well, my
Yep.
sister would leave him sit there anyway. She would have never got him out. So.
Unless you go to big boy jail, where you get a bag lunch, a cold ham sandwich, and
Well,
some
you could go
warm
to
juice.
big boy adult before you're 18 too. Depends on the
That's
crime.
true. You know what? Now that I mention it, that may be in the green room next time when somebody come up. It could be like one of them bag jailhouse lunches that we can have back there for them. Is that a good idea, Ray?
I'm hoping our budget picks up where we can offer him real Subway next time.
I mean, because NCR said he'll be right back. But hey, he didn't put the stale sandwiches down. He's still back there.
Hi, Highway Star. I hope you're well.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Highway Star.
And how are you, CyberRex? How's the week finding you? Doing well?
Oh man, change the subject. We just had the plumbers come. They just left about a half hour ago, and we're going to have some bad stuff coming up. We got to get fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And but yeah, we were without water yesterday, and we finally got it back on today, thank goodness.
That's good. I don't like when there's no water. It sucks.
Oh, I know.
Because that's when it seems like you're trying to do the most with the water,
Uh-huh.
You think that's something? Think that's something? Try taking a shower and they cut your water off.
No.
Done that.
Oh.
I've been there before.
Or your hot water tank goes on the fritz right then. And you're stuck with like shampoo in your face and you're like dying because it's hitting you with all this cold water.
Okay. And then trying to rinse the shampoo out and you're chattering the entire time.
Yeah. You're doing it in stages, like, okay, I could handle 5 seconds and then I have to come out,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, today we think we have an interesting show, but it's always interesting to me and Mr. Thomas. I don't know. We come up with this stuff. So, hey, nerd girl. Tankless. I've dreamed in my sleep literally of a tankless water heater.
Wait a minute. I have a question. Tankless water heater. Isn't
Yeah.
that just, like, tankless water, you just set up a pipe to the nearest pond?
No. What?
I just seen her, we have a tankless water heater.
No, stop it. Stop. No, it's no, it's my dream to have where I can have a tankless water heater. Ever since the first time I've ever heard of them, I have felt like that would be absolute heaven.
My family still live in Ocala. They still had a house in Ocala. They landed so old they still have an outhouse.
Gosh.
They still have a functioning outhouse in the back, but it's far away from the house though.
I hope so.
You have to go, hey, if you got to go to the bathroom, you still can use the house. But I suggest you don't go in the middle of the night. You may get a raccoon or two run across your feet.
Ugh.
That'll really scare you itless.
No. Anyway, for tonight's show, we think it's interesting always because we come up with this stuff. But whether you guys do or not, I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. But it should spark some discussion. But I do want to preface for those of you who are here, and I will try and preface it throughout the show, this is anything political that comes up. We're not going to be discussing the politics side of it. Okay. We just simply want to know. We just simply want to know whose side of the situation you come down on.
Right. Because sometimes in some of these videos, sometimes the police department can be wrong, and the other person can be right, or it can be vice versa. That's why we're asking, who do you think is right?
Yeah, and you can have. Welcome back, NCR. And you can have any opinion, please, even if it differs from somebody else or you think it's not a popular opinion, voice it anyway, even in the chat. We will ask for polite, even though you guys usually are with each other. I'm prefacing this for anybody stranger that might be in here. No politics and no arguing.
I'm just going to hot take here. I think pineapple pizza is delicious. Let's go.
You asked to get kicked off the panel now, aren't you?
He just doesn't know any better because he isn't from where pizza is the most delicious, which is Chicago. So
I keep saying you do know that's just a casserole, right?
There's other types of pizza in Chicago besides the deep dish.
Yeah, I can't do
pizza.
You all put tomato on a hot dog.
Tomato, fine. Ketchup, no.
Oh, no.
Pineapple pizza is actually really good if it's done right.
Oh, hey, NCR, Highways, I would be with you on that.
Well, do you know why it's the perfect topping to go onto a pizza?
Why is that?
Because the acidity of the pineapple itself melts the cheese off your tongue, because it's got the cheese itself is an umami flavor. So it covers the entire tongue. So with the acidity off the pineapple, it takes it off your tongue. So you get a better taste with every bite. So you taste everything with it.
Okay. I heard it was mostly like a savory versus the sweet is a really perfect combination. That's what I was told. Now,
that is true.
I will disagree, but only as somebody who doesn't mix savory with sweet. That's it. It's simply why I don't like it.
Have you ever had sweet and sour chicken?
Yeah, and I don't like it.
I have.
I love sweet and sour.
Well, of course, you will part of the comedy show.
Why aren't you up here, first of all?
I have to admit, I enjoyed that video for the comedy show you put out. Very interesting. It was fun to watch.
Yes. I would suggest anybody who has not seen Friday Comedy Show recent video to go and take a look at it.
That was amazing.
Good. Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, you're getting a lot of backup here, NCR, with the pineapple. So, good.
yeah, you should be putting that in air quotations, okay? But so,
All right,
but
we're going
yeah,
to move to the first
let's
video.
go to the first video. Now, the first video is pretty interesting.
And I'm going to remind you guys, we're not here about the politics of it. Which side of this you come down on, simply who you think was right and who do you think was wrong. Okay, please. Now this comes to us from Facebook, from Rebel HQ. Yeah. So
And it's and let's just set it up first. It has something to do with an ICE agent, an ICE officer, and
a protester.
And a protester.
I'm actually familiar with this video.
Okay. Good. Good. Right, here we go.
Filming me while I'm trying to pump my gas. He's got the camera on my face. He's taking pictures of my car. Walking around on the side over here. I don't want anybody sticking their camera in my face. I don't know what he's trying to do with this.
In Chicago, that is ICE agent Adam Sirocco. He just pushed an observer and is now whining to local police.
I'm pumping my gas here. I'm pumping my gas. He parks over. He's walking over there. He comes with his camera. He's showing me pumping my gas. He starts walking around my car, takes a picture of the license plate, I'm assuming. Comes around over here. I said, what are you doing? Why are you filming me? I tried to grab his phone.
But Sirocco didn't just grab the man's phone. He allegedly threw the citizen to the ground. Big mistake. Because this was the victim, Robert Held. And Held is a lawyer who knows his constitutional rights.
I don't know who this guy is. And I don't like him sticking a camera in my face. I want to know what he was doing with it. I want to get the picture and I want him to delete it.
Yeah. Okay.
The police play it cool with Sirocco and then interview Held.
Thank you for coming out here.
Oh, for sure. So what's going on?
So I filmed him. I think he's a federal agent.
Okay.
And he got very angry that I was filming him. And he ran up to me. He grabbed me. He threw me on the ground.
Are you law enforcement or what's?
No.
No?
I'm just
No federal involvement or
zero.
anything? Okay.
Zero. He threw me on the ground. And he tried to grab the phone out of me.
Okay.
And that's what happened.
Held is 68 years old.
How do you grab you? Like by your jacket or?
To be honest with you,
What are you called?
because of my adrenaline, I don't know, but there's a witness.
I'm right here.
Okay.
She probably knows better.
I and stopped at a light, and I saw this old man being tackled to the ground and pulled around like this by that man. And so I started beeping my horn so people would notice.
Okay.
And I said, "Get off him! Why? What are you doing?" And that's the only reason I'm here. It's just to tell that.
I got you. Okay.
Held says he saw Sirocco come out of an ICE detention facility.
It's the assumption that he's works for the government.
He came out of the Broadview facility.
Okay.
The lead local cop then walks back to Sirocco.
You work for the government or no? Do you work for the government or no? I mean, I don't know what you want me to do.
He found me from my work.
I know. That's where this came from. Okay. Because we got, that's the info we got is somebody's young and this and that when we were coming over.
Found me from my work.
So after this, you start hollering about all that. This guy's alleging you tossed him on the ground.
Yeah, I was trying to grab his phone out of his hand.
Did he get on the ground?
Did he get on the ground?
Yeah,
he made it to the ground.
He may have gotten on the ground, says Sirocco, but the ICE agent denies throwing or pushing Held.
Ground with him?
I was not on the ground, no.
He get physical with you at all?
He was actively pushing me on his phone out of his hand. What's his name?
So, again, walk me through this because we're reviewing, obviously, the camera footage.
At several points, it's not clear why the audio from the police body camera is silent, although personal information sometimes gets redacted.
Did you see these people following you? Everyone that stayed here? Was he following you?
I didn't notice him when I was driving. I only saw him when I got out of the gas.
Okay. And he's here, you're pumping gas, minding your own business.
he's obviously recording you, recording the car, all that stuff. Do you guys exchange words or anything like that?
Not initially, not until I came around the corner and kind of hollered at him, why are you filming me? Why are you filming me?
What he said. Oh, just okay. And then, because I see you guys are over here.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Again, Sirocco says he was simply trying to get the phone.
Okay. But you're saying you obviously initiate the contact with him trying to. Okay. You're not injured. You don't need medical attention, anything like that. We didn't run the car. Is this a personal car or my personal? Okay. Listen, we're just here. We got called here.
Do you understand the seriousness of this and the doxing and the things that occur
Listen,
with me and my work and everything? So it's
Just so you know, I know. It's. We have a job to do. I understand.
We have a job to do, says the officer, who then walks over to a police supervisor who just arrived.
Don't look good.
It don't look good, he said.
Can we get the footage from it?
We're gonna have to.
So do we make sure we look this all the way through? It's up to you. I'm just saying,
I understand that.
you know.
I understand that. Grab that. Get to that.
Yeah, it's a little choppy. Yeah, I would like to try and see it from the station too. I think it's just a self-service. There, it's blurry. I can't see anything.
The police then tell Sirocco they're going to collect surveillance camera videos from the gas station and witnesses before making a decision.
Sounds like Monday evening is the earliest this is recording. Like I said, ours is spotty, but we'll kind of go from there. So, and then just grab a picture like the sidewalk and over here. Where are you guys rolling around at?
It was right over there by that rock.
The police body camera video was first obtained by the Chicago Sun-Times through a Freedom of Information Act request. And now there's an update. In an article titled "New Body Camera Footage Shows Aftermath of ICE Officer Allegedly Attacking Activists Near Chicago," quote, Sirocco now faces one misdemeanor count of battery in connection with the December 27th attack at a gas station in the 9200 block of East 31st, according to Brookfield Police and Cook County State's Attorney Eileen O'Neill Burke's office. Sirocco's employer appears to be redacted from all records provided to the Sun-Times, but federal officials have already identified him as an off-duty ICE law enforcement officer. In a statement released this week, federal officials said Sirocco had been targeted and aggressively harassed by a known ICE agitator and was responding to a direct threat against him and his safety. There were clear attempts to dox our officer, U.S. Department of Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said. The officer, who was alone and without protective equipment, acted to protect himself when faced with his threatening behavior. The only threat Sirocco mentions in the redacted video footage is Held's phone. I tried to grab his phone and get the images and videos off his phone. It's clearly news to Sirocco and countless other ICE agents. But in the United States, we have this thing called the Constitution. Filming and recording government officials or agents in public is protected by the U.S. Constitution's First Amendment. One can only hope that Sirocco is convicted, has to pay a fine, and maybe even spend some time in jail. DHS spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin should also be jailed for fraud because McLaughlin constantly seems to use her government resources to defame people. Anyway, Robert Held recently gave an interview about all of this and praised the Illinois State's Attorney's Office.
Right, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah, because it gets kind of one-sided, and we don't want to go that far.
Right.
But yeah.
Where I come down on this is pretty much what, like, I think it was what Nerd Girl had said, is this was an old man at the end of the day. You don't grab at him. You don't put your hands on people. You don't throw them to the ground. Now, if you are worried for your safety, pick up the phone, call the police. Say, there's a man recording me. He's following me from my job. He recorded me. He's on private property, whatever the case may be. But you don't put your hands on someone and throw them to the ground.
No.
when they don't have a weapon pointed at you or anything but a phone. You might not like it, but at the end of the day, you just don't put your hands on people.
No, you don't. Even though if you like you say, David wrong. He put his like you say he put his hand on him first. The only thing I can say is he was wrong.
Yeah. I don't think any of us would like having somebody follow us, put a camera on us or anything. We say this all the time with frauditors, leave people alone. Why you got to put your camera on them? But none of us would go and throw an elderly gentleman to the ground for that either. I don't think.
Now I might have an unpopular opinion here, but I think both sides are wrong.
Okay.
And the ICE agent is wrong for going hands-on. He didn't need to. He could have just called law enforcement. Like you said, he could have done that. But I think the aggressiveness, because the Rebel HQ is part of the Young Turks, and the Young Turks are very biased and one-sided when they do their stuff.
Yeah.
LIA put out the exact same body cam footage. And even the guy said he was getting extremely close to the guy's vehicle. He was going up to the car, getting the VIN number, going around it. When the guy was telling him, stop filling my car, he's like, no, I'm going to do it. Instead of trying to defuse the situation and continuing to agitate on both sides, I think both sides are guilty. I think both sides are in the wrong. It might be an unpopular opinion, but that's my personal opinion.
That's a valid point. And there's things there I didn't know, like about the guy getting so close to his car, things. And I can understand the other perspective of this guy being what he is, an ICE agent, whom are not in favorable opinion of a lot of people these days, and him being afraid.
But the thing is though, let's not forget this. Yes, he was an ICE agent, but he was off duty. So basically, when he was off duty, he was a private citizen. So yeah, maybe this guy, I may come off, I may sound wrong. I'm not know if I'm wrong or not, but maybe this guy shouldn't have been following it. Even though you seen him come out of a government building, to me, I wouldn't know if he was an ICE agent or not because he wasn't in uniform.
Yeah, but this guy followed him from, like they said, he was a known agitator, and he probably knew the guy was, but I don't know how he knew him specifically coming out of that facility, that he was an actual officer. I don't know any of that. We don't have that information, but like NCR said, there's a case where they're both in the wrong, where they could see it from both sides of this person shouldn't have done it, and then this person shouldn't have done in retaliation. It's just, I do think
I'm not saying that he doesn't have a right to film or take a photo, but when you're getting that close to a car at just a guy pumping gas, and
see, I didn't know that information. I did not know he was getting that close to him.
See, that's the thing is, when you look at it with both sides are in the wrong. The guy filming, getting that close to the guy's car, it's not a government vehicle, it's his private vehicle. You've got that going on, and with the anti-ICE rhetoric that's going on, people threatening to dox them, and we've had issues with people getting officers' names and going to their house and protesting outside their homes or going to their homes. Donut Operator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He did a story about a woman who claimed that an officer assaulted her. And they found in that department there were two guys with the same name, unrelated to each other, both had the same name, and they were doxing their families. And when the body cam came out and the dash cam came out, the GPS came out, that none of that actually happened, you can kind of see why the ICE agent would be at high alert.
Right.
Oh, I'm
But
not
he
saying
did
he
not have
shouldn't be.
Like, he didn't have a right to go hands-on because he was not being attacked. He wasn't being assaulted in any way. He could have called law enforcement. He could have called his superiors and said, hey, this guy is doing this. I'm off duty. What's the protocol? What do you guys want me to do? He could have called local guys and say, hey, this guy is harassing me. He's on private property, like Ray said. Just
Yeah, he could he could have called law enforcement and said that this guy was following him, being hurt, then just go over and put his hands on him. So yeah, I see what you're talking about, NCR. I really do.
I would agree with you, NCR, on that. They're both kind of in the wrong.
See, yeah, to me, I look at it like this: if he wouldn't have had no problem if he didn't approach his car, start taking his VIN number. If he stayed on the sidewalk, it would have been no problem. Just stay on the sidewalk.
Exactly. But there's no need to get up right on someone and where you can just about see almost every bit of their whatever,
Yeah,
that's just not cool.
yeah,
Especially with how the rhetoric is these days, with so much anti-ICE rhetoric going on. This guy probably was legitimately afraid, but at the same time, you just don't batter someone.
Right.
right. You don't.
I would think him being in law enforcement in any capacity, a cooler head might have prevailed there. But
it's one of those, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
yeah,
There you go, NCR. Yeah.
Right.
Which is most officers these days, regardless of the entity they work for.
Exactly. Same thing with the fraudsters. I mean, they come to the regular police, come to the police department. They move the goalposts. Damn if they do, damn if they don't.
All right. This next
Hey,
video
Ray.
is probably, yes.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
The next video, this one was a true dilemma for me, and it's not going to be as easy if you really think about it to decide for yourself. But the gist of it is, old man is mad at the coffee makers here and says some racially bad things and ends up paying the ultimate price of being unalive for it. So that's what I'm going to give you.
See, but in this case, it's not the police, though. It's it's not the police. The police in this video is just doing their job. This comes between the Dunkin' Donut employee and the guy that he unalived.
Yeah.
But he asked, I'm not going to even say, I'm not going to put my
watch.
this
Yeah,
yet.
just
everybody
watch.
watch.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of issue with it. I said, say it again, and he did. Right hook some of them. He hit him. And he fell. He did him? Yeah.
This is Corey Ellis Pujols, a 27-year-old Dunkin' Donuts manager with no criminal record. He just landed a deadly blow on a 77-year-old man, and that singular act was just enough to ruin his clean records, claim the life of a man, and earn him significant charges. On May 4th, 2021, just after 1:30 p.m., Tampa police were called to a Dunkin' Donuts inside a Circle K in the Palm River area of Tampa. When officers arrived, medics were already treating the victim, 77-year-old Vanell Cook, who was unconscious and bleeding from the head.
And I guess it's spilled, and I remember an interview with Street in Florida, 33619.
Hey, I don't know what happened. I was there. He was actually there. Don't check the DM. He was I'm sitting down.
Which kid? He has heart problems. He's 100% disabled. Disabled veteran. Disabled veteran. He's got allergies. He's seen allergy tag. What do you have?
Almost immediately, Corey Pujols approached the officers and told them he was the man they were looking for. Calm and cooperative, he explained exactly what happened.
Yeah, so first and foremost, let me just say my name is Corey Pujols. I am the guy you were looking for in regards to this situation. The long and short of it is that here obviously at Dunkin', he's a regular. He normally comes through here and orders a large hot coffee. But today, maybe he's having a rough day or something, and he decided to be extremely profound at the mouth. And I asked him respectfully on the microphone, could you please not use that kind of language, obviously with me and my employees. And as well as that, and he said no. And then he came around to the window. He kept going at the window. And then I guess he was going to come inside. So I came inside. I came on this side to let him know. He asked for the manager. Our current store manager is off already. She worked morning shift, and she's currently otherwise here. So I would be for the senior shift. I've been here a little bit longer than he has, so I reserve responsibility for that. In any case, I came out to let him know. I said, "Listen, sir, with the profanity that you use, I would highly recommend that you go on about your business. We don't want to serve you any coffee today. Maybe you can try again another day, but you have clearly upset." You feel me? The atmosphere here, and we would like for you to go on about your business. I asked him to do that repetitively. It's all on camera. And as I mentioned, he came inside. And when he came inside, he addressed me. He was looking. I said, hey, listen, the manager's not here right now. I'll give you this, the manager's store number and all that good stuff. And he didn't want it. And I said, sir, well, can you please go on about your business again and have a good day? He said, no, you're a nigger. And then I said, and I'm sorry, I had a little bit of issue with it. And I said, say it again, and he did. Right hooks under them.
So it goes without being said that you can't hit somebody because they say something you don't like.
I very well.
I'm just telling you, bro.
No. I agree. Believe me. I'm terrified right now, but I agree with what you're saying. You shouldn't. I have had a fit of racism since I've only been here on about 2 months, and I've dealt with so much of it. And I'm not saying that is a reason to do it. I'm not.
I got people that say a bunch of hateful and horrible stuff to me every single day for the past 16 years. I let it go in one ear and out the other. It ain't gonna hurt you. This will get you in trouble. Not gonna get you arrested, but I mean, dude, you hit him and he fell down.
Yeah, and he hit his head pretty good.
And he should have never said what he said. But guess what? That's the country we live in. You say what you want to say.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, like you're saying, dude, get the freak out.
Yeah.
Slip your phone, push and fell.
Right hook and fell. My apologies for the.
He was hit and he fell down.
You down on this other. You hit him. You punched him. I'm not one to run from what I've done.
No, you're fine.
And again, he's a regular, so I honestly feel like shit about this situation.
All right, no worries. Some guys have to go at you.
Yes, sir. You should take it easy.
Howdy. Gentleman came in.
Can you pause it for a minute, Ray?
Very rude to this gentleman, which is
Maybe NCR can answer this question. Exactly. Can you explain to people what exactly, where do you hit somebody with a right hook?
You hit them with your right fist.
I know you hit him with your right fist, but you come across what, like the jaw or the chin, the nose?
Really depends with the height of the person and where the strike is coming from. If it's coming from almost like a uppercut style right hook, you'll turn it a bit and you'll go aim for the jaw or the cheek.
Or maybe the temple?
No, you never want to go for the temple because those kinds of shots can lead to traumatic brain injuries. Those also can instantly cause somebody to, if they have fainting spells, pass out because of the force. That's why you see a lot of people get in trouble in like UFC and in boxing when they go for temple shots.
Right. So that's the thing I wanted to ask.
On-duty manager.
Acting manager for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Said some few expletives, and he hit him. He fell.
He hit him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get his information yet or no?
I have not. I just came in.
That's his grandson that's with him, though.
Okay.
That is his grandson.
I was just talking with him. So, yeah, you want to grab this 43?
I have. We do have surveillance. However, when the boss leaves, she locks the.
That's fine.
Yeah, she locks.
So here's reality of what could happen.
Yeah.
If you charge a battery, yeah, you could be charging battery.
Right.
That's after we speak with him and see what's going on.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get on to you, man.
Yeah. No.
You can't let. I'm telling you from here on out. You can't let what somebody says in hear you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I deal with it and I let it go on. I mean, people say nasty and hateful stuff to him and I.
Oh, believe me,
job.
I know.
For no reason.
I know it.
You're gonna have people like that throughout your life. You just gotta let it go in one ear and right out the other. And just realize that he's gonna leave and be on his way, and you're gonna still be here working.
Right.
You know. So we'll let them get him loaded up and everything like that. Just do what you gotta do, bro. I'll be in here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
You're cool. You're good to go, man. Thank you.
It started moments earlier in the drive-thru. Employees couldn't hear Cook through the speaker. He became agitated, began yelling, and was told to leave without being served. Instead, he parked and walked inside. A Dunkin' employee who dealt with Cook at the drive-thru told officers the same story Pujols did.
So basically, he was just being, outright rude. Your card is going through. But he was just being
for
like,
what reason?
Outright verbal. I asked him if he wanted iced or hot coffee. He instantly was like cold coffee. Confident. He was like, who likes cold coffee? I always ask him, y'all always get it wrong. I'm like, okay, sir, we cannot hear and identify you at the window.
So he got mad because you asked him if he wanted ice or hot coffee.
Yeah. Instantly, awkward. He was already mad. Oh, there's not latte. Okay, gotcha. So instantly he was just,
sure,
above level. So he was being very verbal. Didn't want to listen to what we were saying. So Corey was like, he got on the mic because I've only been here for like just 3 weeks.
Sure.
But I've had Dunkin' experience, so
well, that shouldn't be a normal reaction of somebody.
It shouldn't be a normal reaction, so he didn't want to.
Can you pause it one more time? And let me ask you all this. I find it fascinating that this Dunkin' Donuts employee right here could still have time to talk to the police officer, take an order, and make change, and get other orders ready at the same time.
I am impressed on his work ethic.
Yes.
I'm sitting here watching him like he is taking orders, taking change, making change at the register, making coffees, and doing all sorts, and still giving his side of the story to the police, to the officer. Who else could do that at the same time?
He's just a really good multitasker. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just think he's probably been in food service for the majority of his working life. He's probably used to a busy kitchen, probably busier than this. So seems like it's no skin off his nose, though. He's just taking it all in stride.
Could you do it, Ray?
I've had to do it.
Well, I know you had to do it, but could you, while doing all that, and still talk to give your statement to the police?
I don't know that I'd be calm seeing what I just saw, and everything going on. I'm not sure my nerves would show that I was, in any way, shape, or form capable of doing my job in that moment.
I know I couldn't.
Yeah.
My nerves would have been shot.
Because just having to talk to the police about something like that would throw me off my game completely,
Right.
Okay. Question. I kind of stepped away and I wasn't really paying attention. What happened?
Oh, I think you had left in the beginning.
Yes, you did.
The gist of it is an older gentleman came through the drive-through. They told him he couldn't hear him, so he asked if he wanted iced or hot coffee. The guy immediately got nasty, asking them, who in the blazes, different word than that, wants iced coffee. Anyway, his language forced them to say, we're not going to serve you today, come back tomorrow. But he ended up coming inside. Long story short is he called the kid an effing N-word. Kid punched him and he fell and hit his head. The old gentleman.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not gonna just go ahead and play the. It's a catch to this stuff.
Okay.
Really hurtful for absolute no reason. So, Corey got on the mic because, he's the veteran here, the more experienced veteran. Sure. So, he took over the mic and was like, "Can you not talk to the customer like that?" And he didn't listen. So he said, "Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna take your order today. We're gonna act politely after you leave." Came up here, we had a verbal like, "Can you leave? We're not gonna take your order," type of thing right here. We were reassuring him that
I hate to do this, but I have to go. I've got to get ready to be on really cool news.
Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Good to see you, NCR.
It's good to see you guys. And yes, Mr. Thomas?
Can we give a round of applause for NCR for coming up tonight?
I'm bored.
And I just got a message from my producer and our director. Can you leave the tray of stale sub sandwiches in the back? We need those for next show.
Fine, but I'm taking the 6-pack of Fago.
Okay,
All
you
yours.
can take them. All yours.
Thanks, NCR.
See you guys.
Right there.
So even after y'all asked him to leave,
He kept on coming.
he parked, and when you say up there, up at the front counter.
Yeah, he came to the car. So we knew Corey was gonna. So me and Corey went up there to wait and tell him to leave again. He didn't want to listen again, so we asked him to leave him multiple times, and that's when he called Corey the N-word, and it escalated from there.
What did you see from happening from there?
From what I seen is I heard him telling Corey told me to call the cops off rip. So I was calling the cops, I was calling my manager, I was calling everybody. And the dude, he kept on being violent, very rude. So
when you say violent, like physically violent,
no,
or
not
just
physically.
verbally?
I don't think he physically touched Corey, but mentally, trying to get into Corey's mind.
Sure.
Mess with him and around with his head. So then Corey, he was like, "Okay, we're gonna ask you one more time. We're gonna either you're gonna leave or we're gonna call the cops." I was already called the cops, so he didn't want to leave. He was like, "There's a bunch of niggas, this, that, and third. Your nicknames." Corey was like, "One more time," and he called him another nick, and that's what happened. I was right here. And I was on the phone with my manager and the police officers at that time. Police officer at that time. And that's what happened.
So what happened after that, after he said that?
Corey punched him, he was on the floor, and I was on the phone.
Okay. And you were standing like
right around here.
Okay. Okay. And Corey said he's a normally regular that comes through
He
here?
comes here a lot, and he's very, verbal. I guess he doesn't know how to, be respectful. So
normal people know how to be respectful. You choose not to be.
He wasn't being respectful.
I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, so he does this a lot. I've had multiple times where I've had to go through it. He gets mad because we don't know his order. But we don't know your order because we cannot physically see your face.
Sure. Hello. Manager?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to A, I got a thumb drive, or B, if we're able to get the video, can you email it? What's better for you?
I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay.
I'll have my law prevention guy.
Okay.
Send it to you.
Let me go out and
Give me an email address.
yes, sir.
I call him now, as a matter of fact, to go ahead and get him to do it.
Okay.
Police requested the store's surveillance footage, and it told the exact story the two employees told. Instead of leaving the property as the employees requested, Vanell Cook parked his car and walked inside the store. Seeing this, Corey Pujols, the on-duty manager, immediately told a coworker to call the police. Cook approached the service counter and continued arguing. Pujols stayed on the opposite side, separated by a waist-high swinging door, and repeatedly told Cook to leave the store. During the confrontation, Cook used a racial slur, calling Pujols the N-word. At that point, Pujols stepped through the swinging door, moving closer but keeping his hands at his sides. He warned Cook not to say the word again. Cook repeated the slur. In response, Pujols threw a single punch to Cook's jaw. Cook fell backward, struck his head on the concrete floor, and lost consciousness. Pujols then walked away as emergency services were already being called. The victim, Vanell Cook, was later revealed to be a registered sex offender with a long criminal history involving child exploitation. Prosecutors would later describe him as an unsympathetic victim, but legally, none of that justified the punch. The officers eventually did what they had to do.
And it feels better in here.
I'm sorry, you're getting
Yeah.
They told me what happened. I feel for you 100% right now. What happened at that is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And I understand your anger and your level of frustration. That would be pissed too. And this is one of those things that there's one thing that's steering us right now, and it's the level of this. He's in critical condition right now. It's not good. He has brain swelling right now. It's unconscious. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers. If he recovers and he's okay, this is not big deal. You need to get her today. It's the level of injury. Had he not been this injured, there's a lot of things he could have done. Because, like I said, nobody here is okay with what that guy said. And none of us would care at all, you know? And he deserves to put in place for that. But because of how seriously he's injured, we have no choice. I want you to understand that. Everybody here agrees that what he done, he was wrong. What he said he was wrong. That's what he couldn't help me. Like I said, he's not going to. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers, that he just hopefully go away. But for the time being, you're going to be charged 1 count of battery on the elderly female, which is over 65 years of age. You'll have a bond, so it's not going to be high. You'll be able to bond out tonight at some point. And then we'll just pray all of us. This guy recovers and, you know, everything will work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you have that you want somebody to say here?
Yes, please. I'm his mom.
That's fine. Mom, you want to step over here and we grab all this stuff?
Get that right.
Hey, do you want a bag? Ma'am, do you want a bag? I can give you a bag for all that.
I have a combo.
No? Yeah, I've got one in here, or if you got one, that's fine.
Like I say, he'll get a bond, hopefully as fast as possible so he can get out and be done with it. But I mean, I called the state attorney's office, I spoke to all of our supervision, and it's just unfortunate, you know. I wish the guy had a black eye so we could all say, hey, watch your head, you know, but he thinks it's bad. It's one of those things that it's a really sad situation. What can make it go back? The guy remembers.
I'm sorry. All right. Do you have anything else on you, really?
No, that's it. Took anything else.
That's for mom.
Okay, that's it?
Right here.
Yeah. So that's it for the process?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Corey, you don't have a seat. Right. Yes. Brother, what the detective was saying, we 100% agree. But when his head hit hard and everything, when they brought him out here, he was unconscious. Yeah. And then while he's up there, he's not doing good right now. He could get better. Okay. So you go down. We'll tell mom. Mom, can you get down? Yeah, you do that, and I'll 10:35 you. Do they? Okay, that's fine. It's just a hope, brother, that it gets better. Okay, I know that was not your intent. It was not. It wasn't. I know that. You told me that right off the bat, man. It would have been different if it would have progressed and there would have been more physical after that, but it wasn't. Yeah. But everything, when something happens, everything is taken that happens in the entire situation. You know what I'm saying? So him falling, him getting the injury, him being elderly, again, he could be in the hospital and be completely fine by tomorrow. Okay? But we'll tell Mom. Mom can come down and bond you out. It should be, I think, $1,000 bond or $100 to do a bondsman. She can come down and bond you out. And I'm sorry about this.
I'm sorry because I still think, no matter what anybody thinks of me, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't. I agree with everybody.
Let me turn the air for you. Let me talk to Mom real quick. Okay.
3 days later, on May 7th, 2021, Cook died from a skull fracture and brain contusions. Pujols was rearrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of an elderly adult, facing up to 30 years in prison. In March of 2022, prosecutors made a controversial decision. They reduced the charge to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service, mandatory anger management, and no prison time. Prosecutors cited key factors such as Pujols' clean record, the victim's aggression and racial slurs, and uncertainty under Florida's stand your ground laws. One man's past made him an unsympathetic victim. The other's clean record spared him a prison cell. But in the end, a single punch thrown in anger ended a life.
Wow.
So let me ask you all this question. Who was in it? Do you understand, the guy passed away? Whose side or who do you think was in the right?
I would say, like on the first one, they were both in the wrong.
Yeah. I think this kid just did not have the benefit of experience.
No.
With dealing with people that are going to be saying nasty things to you in your life. Now, granted, he said he's heard, like, the time he's worked there, it just like culminated. He snapped because he had heard it so many times from people. But it's like the cop said, you have to learn to let it go in one ear and out the other and realize I'm never going to see this person again.
Well, no, he was a regular. This guy was a regular at that Dunkin' Donuts.
They could have trespassed him and made it where he didn't come back.
Right.
Again,
go ahead.
Lots of ways to this have handled. I think if the kid had even a few more years under his belt of just dealing with the world as a whole, he might have handled it different.
Well, speaking from personal experience, my son, who's in a group home, he's called a couple of the staff there the N-word, and the staff are trained enough that, they just let it go off their back, because 9 times out of 10, he doesn't mean it.
Right. See, but
at the end of the day, do I think that this kid should have gotten his life thrown away behind bars for 30 years or whatever? No.
Yeah, but he didn't even see jail time if I heard that right.
No, he saw no jail time. But I think what he has to live with, because this kid seemed to have a lot of remorse right away for what he did. I think him having to live with this the rest of his life,
it's punishment enough.
It's going to be punishment.
And the judge looked at that. The judge said, this guy has no clean record. But the guy, and then they looked at what the other guy did, his aggression, and what his record was. So that's why this kid got the sentence that he did. But what I wanted to say was, when I was watching this video, I was going through the comments. And the comments of this video, everybody was on the kid's side, the Dunkin' Donut worker side. Because once they realized what this guy did, once they mentioned he was, a SA offender, all that went out the window with them. They said, well, he deserved what he got.
I couldn't believe it whenever I heard that. Wow.
I wouldn't say the guy got exactly what he deserved. I don't think
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm
him
saying what the
outing
comments
a
said.
racial slur or having a past, should be a death sentence. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you can't go around thinking, like we say all the time, that you could say whatever you want without consequence.
Consequences.
Exactly.
Right.
This guy did not mean to hurt him to that extent. You could see it all over him. He did
Right.
not mean to hurt him to that extent. And even the police were like, we don't want to have to do this.
Right. But what I was saying is the people in the comment section was all on the Dunkin' Donut worker side after what they found out what this guy did in his
Yeah.
past, because he was a registered SA offender.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be easy to say based on that alone, oh, he got what he deserved. Okay. But
I'm not saying that, but that's what people in the comments were saying.
yeah, I just
'Cause-
think if this kid had an ounce more experience with life in general, not just at work, but anywhere, he would never have done what he did.
Right.
Right. And then another thing, though, I've never seen a Dunkin' Donuts inside of a gas station.
Well, you
'Cause
don't live in the Midwest or the North.
But this
That's
is in Florida. This is here in my state, Florida. I have never, I've seen a McDonald's in the gas station. I've seen
Maybe it's something that they just started doing back in when this was 2021. I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got a comment about that. Weren't we still in the middle of a pandemic?
We were wearing
Yeah.
masks.
Yeah, we were still in the middle of a pandemic. We was at probably in the middle of the year,
Yeah.
May.
Why was the guy inside?
Well,
I
because
guess
by then not everything was closed.
I think some places, was
Florida.
Florida. Here in Florida,
They didn't stay
the
closed
governor,
as long.
the governor said it was okay to open up your business. So apparently, by this being the gas station and plus the Dunkin' Donuts on the inside, it came on. It was open for business.
And it was 2021 by then. Like a lot of more things were opening, I think, than in 2020. So
yeah.
Well, like I said, I think they were both in the wrong. That gentleman calling that kid the N-word and all that. The guy was in his 70s. He knew better.
Yeah.
He did. I think he was just trying to deliberately get under that kid's skin because he could see it working.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you heard the other employees say because they didn't know his order, he would get not arrested. He would get upset. And well, we can't see you in a drive-through unless we got a camera. But because when I worked fast food, we had cameras in a drive-through, and we could see your car come up. And if I knew your car and you came through every day, I knew your order. But in this case, they don't have a camera back there, so they don't know who's at the drive-through. So they wouldn't know your order.
Do you know how many people come through on a shift each day? When you work at a coffee place like this, you're not going to remember one singular person's order.
Right. That's true.
Now I could see if they come in, they call you by name, they're nice to you, you see their face every day, then I can see that happening. But a random drive-through order, no.
Right.
I can't see that happening.
No.
But when you worked in the restaurant business, right? Did you have a regular customer?
Yeah, I had plenty of regular customers, but we had a sit-down restaurant where I could see them face to face and remember who they were.
Right.
It's a whole different ballgame when you're in a random car talking through a speaker. He could have been a million different old people living in Florida.
That's true.
Remind you, I'm living in Florida and I'm not that old.
But you don't go through drive-thrus calling people names when they don't get your order right because they don't know who you are.
That's true. That's true.
Ugh.
But when I like I said, when I worked in fast food, they did have a camera installed. So when we did see our normal everyday customers, I knew who they were.
But you had a camera there.
Yeah,
It's
we had a
different.
camera. Yeah, that's different.
When somebody can visually see somebody, they tend to remember things than just hearing a random coffee order through a speaker. There could be
Right,
a million other coffee orders.
right. But let me excuse me. So let me ask you this before we start the next video. Since we talking about Dunkin' Donuts and coffee, how do you all take your coffee?
I
I
just
take it.
drink it cream.
I
That's
take
it.
it black.
Yeah, just cream to cut the acid down. That's it.
No, just cream and Tiny drink hers black. So I'm gonna ask the people in the chat, how do you all drink your coffee? Or do y'all drink iced coffee or what is it, the French kind of mocha chocolate latte?
Oh, I don't drink that fancy sugary stuff. No.
No.
Well,
I'm
how
not
is
about to have my whole caloric intake for a day be on one cup of coffee in the morning. That's not
well, how
Same
is
here.
hot and black? Well, see, for me, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee. I would get if I want my sugar shock in the morning. I get up. I would either drink me some Pepsi or either a Mountain Dew.
Well,
And
I'm
you
a
think
diabetic, so
I'd be
can't do
wired
that.
early in the morning?
Diabetic, so I can't really do that.
Hey, CyberX, my uncle took his coffee that way. Ugh. Yeah.
That's a lot of sugar.
That is
It's
a
a
lot of
lot
sugar.
of sugar.
No, that's nothing. Like I said, when I worked in fast food, we had this one customer come in there. He would order a medium coffee. I still remember this order still to this day. He order a medium coffee now. This at at McDonald's. Order a medium coffee. He would order. Can I get 6 creams? Like what he said, but he wants like 10 to 12 sugars in his coffee.
Well, with that McCafe stuff, I understand why. That's the worst coffee I've ever had
Oh,
in
yeah.
my entire life. Was from
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Hell, that's so strong it'd walk off by itself.
Yeah. Now Dunkin' Donuts coffee is good. I give them that. They got good coffee.
Right.
But we don't have them out here. We do not have
Y'all
a
don't have
Dunkin'
Dunkin' Donuts out there?
here. Isn't that stupid?
Well, do y'all even have a Krispy Kreme?
I haven't seen one. Portland might.
You must live like in the middle of nowhere, Oregon.
No, I live in the capital. You would think we'd have everything here, but we do
You would
not.
think.
We do not. Trust me. We don't even have a Chili's here.
You
Tea
know,
with
you
3
might
sugars.
laugh, but I've never been to a Chili's.
What?
I've never been to a Chili's.
Have you been to like Applebee's?
Yes, but we didn't get to eat because management there, we sat there for over 30 minutes. No one walked by our
Oh
table.
my God, that's horrible.
And there was no one else in the restaurant.
Oh, see, I would have got up and left too. I wouldn't have even waited 30 minutes. It'd have been like 15 max before I'd been like, nope, I'm out.
Well, we were waiting for Highway Star's son to join us, and he was on his way.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but outside of that, no. Now the tea was good, but
Half an hour and they still didn't. Wow, that's unacceptable.
And there wasn't many people in there. There was a couple people at the bar, but there was like 6 tables around us and no one at those tables.
See, we had a rule that they lived and breathed by this rule. Like, no matter how many tables you already had, if you got sat, you had to greet them within, I think it was 3 minutes of them sitting down, and have drinks out to them within 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't matter if you already had 10 tables or you only had another table. You had to greet within 3 drinks and 8.
Well, that's the way I did. You know, that's the way I did whenever I was a waitress. You know, you stay on top of your customers, make sure there's coffee, tea, plates removed, whatever.
Pre-bus, you do everything because I mean, you want people to come back. You don't want them to go and say like, I'm never going back there. The service was horrible. I mean,
Exactly.
don't let that be the reason they don't
Right.
want to come back. 'Cause
You know what Harry Starr just said? Did not give me Irish cream and I drink coffee. Of course, is Irish cream, alcohol?
no flavor, Irish cream
Yes,
flavored
flavor.
coffee.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not, I mean, you could put Irish cream in it. You could put anything you want in coffee, but they have an Irish cream flavor coffee and creamer, I think. Don't they have a creamer that's Irish cream?
Bailey's is a good.
That's what I was thinking. Bailey's. That's what I was thinking.
Bailey's.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, this next video, I think everybody's probably going to come down on the same side of this one.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna preface it with anything because I don't want to influence anybody. But I think
Let's
this
just
one
say-
is more clear cut.
Let's just say with this next video, you'll see it. You just have to watch it. You'll probably see it.
And this is one about police versus suspect. So,
Oh, it start off like a crazy stop.
yeah. So let's just see.
On January 16th, 2022, Deputy Christine Newman in Camden County, Georgia, initiated a stop on a driver for rolling through a stop sign. What started as a routine violation escalated within minutes into a violent physical altercation.
I'll be at the Shell station. Chick-fil-A.
Hello. Hey. Does that roll down? It's dark. Okay. You got your driver's license? All right. There's one pulled you over as you didn't stop at. She was shocked as to why she got pulled over.
She was?
She didn't even see that that was a stop sign, apparently. She's like, oh.
While running Faria's information through dispatch, Newman is told over the radio that Faria's driver's license is suspended, and when she moves to address it with Faria, the situation quickly takes a turn for the worse.
Hey, Dawn. Miss Dawn. Hey. Come on, step out here for me. Because I want you to. Because I'm going to talk to you. Yeah, I want you to step out.
I'd like to take the vehicle if there's a reason why.
Yeah, I want you to step out.
But there's not a reason for me to
Because
step
I
out the
told you
vehicle.
to step out. Okay? So let's not, I want you to step out because I need you to step out. Okay?
I need to have a reason.
You don't have to. Where is it stating that you have to have a...
Back over here,
Yeah,
please.
come on. Get out. Get out of the car. 11:59 Cameron, I need another unit.
40 unit route.
Get out of the vehicle. I am not. I will break this window. She won't get out of the car. Get out of the car, so I'm going to break that window.
You're not going to break the window.
I'm mobile. I'll be to her in 30 seconds.
Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle right now. Oh my God.
719
Listen to me. I really don't want to break your window. I really don't. But when I tell you to get out of the vehicle, you are to get out of the vehicle. So get out of the vehicle.
1118 is 23.
Are you kidding me? Get out of the vehicle right now.
Just hit the damn front of the vehicle.
Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the Get out! Right there. Get the out of my fucking car. Get out of the car. Get out. Are you kidding me? Get out.
Taser, taser, taser.
Get out.
Roll over now.
Get out.
Hold on to her. All right, you're all right. Okay.
No,
You take her. Come here. Walk or I'm gonna drag you. Stop. I'll talk to you in a minute, but the way you act right now, we have to put our hands on you. Listen to me.
Sure,
Stop.
Here.
I know, and that's why I'm gonna figure it out, and then I'll talk to you. Stop. Okay.
I'm
Stop.
happy that you got me. Relax.
Okay.
I'm calm.
All right.
I'm calm. She threw me on the floor. I just need somebody that's not her.
All right. I got you now. Sit down.
All right.
Put your feet and watch your head.
Can I get this?
Watch your head.
Can I get with this? Hold on. Just get my arm off. I can't get my
1095, point. Supervisor here. Party and route.
All right.
This one's got me all.
418, y'all need a squad.
All right. You hurt?
I'm not sure yet.
Are you anything hurt you? You want medical attention?
My face hurts when it kind of hit the
front of the vehicle?
The ground and then the front of the vehicle.
Okay. I'm going to call you a squad, okay? Pain in the face. All right. Got an ambulance on the way for you, okay? You good? I was coming.
I know. I didn't know where that came from. Honestly, she would not get out of the car.
You do what you got to do, okay? She was non-compliant. You did what you had to do to get. Okay. Was she still resisting you in cuffs?
She kept saying for me to get away from her and stop. Yes, to me she was.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can tase somebody in handcuffs if they're still
I didn't
resisting.
tase her. I went hands on her, and I kept saying, I don't want to break your window. But come on, I don't understand this. I don't want to break your window. I didn't break it.
My camera's still hot.
No, I could have.
You don't have to say anything, okay? Wait till Todd gets here, all right? Talk to him, see what he says, all right? You didn't see anything in the vehicle or anything, right? Okay.
There's nothing.
I don't understand if it's just been lasted or something.
She didn't even know that yet. I hadn't even had a chance to tell her.
I'm thinking there might be something else.
I just asked her to step out because I just wanted to talk to her. And she said there's no reason to. I said, yeah, I just want you to step out. And she said no.
She's saying she don't know. She thinks she under her face when she around her. She hit the but she's not even saying if she's for sure hurt or not. So.
Things okay now, I'm here?
Yeah.
Everything good? That's no stress, brother. What's
Not sure how we start.
So, you want to talk to her? She was refusing to get out of the car or whatever, and I guess Christy had her hands on her. She ended up on the ground, hit her head on the concrete. Also hit her head on the front of the push bar, so okay. She might have some head injury.
How you doing, man? My name's JD. Are you hurt anywhere?
Must be my day.
What happened?
Huh? So I pulled her over. We were running at a stop sign. She rolls down the front window. She would only roll down the window just a little bit in the back, but I could see in there. And I had seen her front way, so I knew that there was only one person in it. I go up and said, "Hey, you got your driver's license?" And she handed me it. And I said, "Okay, the reason why I pulled you over," and because she didn't ask me, I said, "The reason why I pulled you over is that stop sign." She kind of looked at me. I said, "Yeah, usually they yield." She says, "So I walked back here. I've got that you're suspended." And I was like, "Yeah, it's on judgment. What is it for?" Da da da. Well, I like to get them out of the car to talk to them about it. So her windows rolled down a little bit like that.
She by herself?
Mm-hmm. And I said, "Hey," I called her by her first name because I couldn't pronounce her last name. She ignored me, so I walked up there and I said, "Hey, go ahead and step out for me." She said, "Why?" I said, "Because I want you to. I want to talk to you a minute." "Why?" "I'm not going to." So she said, "I want to sit here." I said, "No, ma'am, I want you to step outside." But she's suspended. She's not supposed to be in her anyways, right? So I just want her to step out here. And she said, no, she rolled up all the windows and locked them. I finally got in the back and I said, please don't make me bust your window down. I don't want to have to do that today. It's not that crucial. Please. He comes, she unlocked the door, got on the FaceTime with her dad. And he comes over, he says, taser, taser, I back up. Then I start grabbing her out. You know, like she's holding on to the.
Okay.
And I mean, I could have, but I just wanted to get her out of the car. I just don't ever think about that first. So I get her to the ground and I break her and I take her to the ground. We're trying to get her cuffs and taser again. And she's screaming. And I said, get up. She said, she's not grabbing me like that. So I get her up. I told her to get up. So she kept like, get away from me. So I grabbed her and did this, and she hit her head on the front of I mean, she just wouldn't stop. And so he told me, Christine, calm down, get away, go sit in your car because I'm shaking. She just wouldn't get out. No, I'm just shaking it.
Let me talk to her. Ma'am, so she ran your license, it came back suspended, all right? There's a no judgment suspension, so it's usually like child support.
It's a bill of sale for a car that I sold in the
Okay, so it's
a bill of sale.
It's usually nothing that we really care about that much. If she was asking you to get out of the vehicle, she was explaining to you can't drive, and you refused to get out of the vehicle. So she was, instead of taking you to jail for suspended license, she was actually just going to give you a citation for whatever original stop was and let you go. But then you refused to get out of the vehicle.
All I wanted was for her to give me an information on why I need to get out of the vehicle. Because
she doesn't owe you that
when she stopped me, she originally said the reason I stopped you was because of the stop sign back there. And I said, okay. So that
when we tell someone to get out of the car, we don't have to give them a reason right then and there.
We don't want to tell you, oh, we're going to have you get out of the car because we see a gun right there.
Or, hey.
Separate you from and then obviously
it was not a hostile situation.
Well, she doesn't know that. How is she supposed to know that?
Or like saying, hey, you know, you got like several felony warrants for murder. I'm not going to tell you, hey, get out of the car, you got warrants for murder.
According to Deputy Newman's arrest report, Charis Faria was charged with 4 violations: failure to obey a stop sign, window tint violation, driving with a suspended license, and misdemeanor obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Following her arrest, Faria spent time in custody. Her attorney later raised concerns about the validity of certain charges. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation reviewed the dash cam and body camera footage from the traffic stop. Based on the evidence, a grand jury investigation was launched. On January 11, 2023, Deputy Christine Newman was indicted on 6 charges, including 1 count of aggravated assault, 1 count of simple battery, 1 count of making a false statement, 3 counts of violation of oath by public officer. The grand jury found that Newman's official report contained a false statement, specifically her claim that Faria proceeded to resist arrest by jerking my arm in an attempt to break away from me. Video evidence contradicted this account, demonstrating that Faria had not resisted in the manner Newman described. On January 12, 2023, Newman was fired by the Camden County Sheriff's Office. She turned herself in to the county jail, and her bond was set at $10,000. If you enjoy real police footage and breakdown,
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was something. Yeah.
That's what I said when I saw her punching her in the face. I'm like, oh no.
Right? Almost could have gone to the WWE with some of that.
Right.
Then she flat out lied to her superior when she's given her recount of it. She didn't mention that she punched her in the face, threw her into the cop car.
Yeah, she threw her head first into like the bump, like the little the little ram things of the other car.
Yeah.
She neglected all of that. But it's funny because before that, when she was sitting in the car upset, she said, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble.
Oh, she knew she effed up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So why not just tell the whole story right then and there? Because a lot of that would have been, you know, like she would have been charged for lying, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Because it started off just like a regular stop.
Mm-hmm.
She asked you to get out the car. You know how some of these people, when you ask them to get out the car, they don't want to get out. They want to know why they want to get out.
Right.
It started off like that. Then
you call for backup and you wait. You don't just rip them out and then punch them in the face when they They didn't do anything to get punched in the, why would you punch somebody in the face anyway as a police officer? I mean,
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, because when she opened up her car door, didn't she started punching her, right? Or was I
yeah, I
watching? Or is-
couldn't see into the car, but it seemed to me like she was hitting her while she was still in the car. Yeah.
She was. She was. Well, that's what I saw.
So yeah, so thank God, for body cameras because
Yeah. Well, whenever that officer had her down, he or she was tasing her, to me, they took that to excessive,
yeah.
or that's my opinion.
It is. No, you're right. It
No,
was
you're right.
excessive force. It was
excessive.
it was unnecessary force, excessive force, and that broad suit.
So, but yeah, I was messed up.
Yeah.
So I guess even the people, you people in the chat probably see, yeah, this officer was wrong.
Yeah.
This officer was wrong. Yeah, the driver was wrong also, but the officer was way overboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the driver was wrong, but she did not deserve to be beaten up for it by somebody in authority.
And how long has she been on the force?
Seemed like a long time to me. I don't remember. Did they
seemed like
say?
No, I don't think they said how long she was on there, but from what you can tell, I think she had a ride along with her, somebody that trained it. So I believe she was on there for a while to have somebody to have a ride along with her that she having training.
Even that person was like all big-eyed while they were in the car, like, oh man,
Like,
yeah.
Apparently, can you imagine what she would say when she go back? Well, the person that was training me beat the crap out of somebody today.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, this is the kind of case that frauditors wish would fall in their lap.
Oh,
Right.
Joey would have tore this one apart.
Like,
right. And this was in Georgia. My question is, where was the Georgia transparency when you need them?
He's at the buffet across the road. He's probably like, I'm not
Well,
interrupting my lunch for that.
It probably was a buffet cross where he was too busy feeding his face.
Right.
Instead of, because, they normally, as soon as they see, what they call them cherries and berries, soon as they see the lights come on and a couple of them, they stop exactly what they're doing to see what the police are. But no, not Georgia transparency.
Yeah, it's like the Batman signal in the sky to them whenever they see,
He doesn't like to be interrupted when he closing the buffet.
No, it's an all-day affair for him. He's like, I paid for it. I'm gonna get my money's worth.
He's the person that say all you can eat, literally.
So you can
closing the place
all the
down.
restaurant has.
What y'all got in the back?
No, but I'm serious. Like they wish that these police. This is how they accuse all police officers of being.
Right.
These are the bad apples we talk about. Like there's bad apples in every bunch, and we know this. That's why body cams are important, dash cams are important, because otherwise it would have been this woman's word against hers. And who would they have believed?
And she had two, like I said, she had her body cam and her dashboard, her dash cam.
Well, I don't think they had body cam in this. All we saw
No, she had a body cam on. She had a body cam and she had a dashboard cam. Because how we seen when she went up to the car, at first, we seen her body cam. But when she pulled the lady out the car and started hitting her, that's when it went to her dashboard cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
All right. But it's like, this is the kind of thing they wish would happen to them, is that they get beat like this by a cop. This is what they're always accusing police of, is you assaulted me, you battered me. No, sir. No.
This was an assault and battery.
Yeah, this is assault and battery.
It was.
Simply arresting you is not assault or battery or
And,
kidnapping.
and you see the difference is with what we could do. We could literally call out the police when they do something wrong, like in like in this video here. Call out the police when they do something wrong.
Of
But the
course.
fraud was they can never say anything about a police officer that does anything good unless it involves the police officer basically kissing their behind. That's
Right.
basically what it is.
And
I'm like,
even
you
then,
never
they wouldn't say that the police officer was doing anything good. They would
right. They
still
would never
call
say
them
it.
names. Yeah.
It's just their channel. Their channels they have to set their narrative. Well, like this morning with what's the guy that's dressed like Wimpy from Popeye that I said what's his name? Not Lewis, but it'll come back to me. You know, he always everything. Well, don't whatever what you do, don't talk to the police. Why not talk to the police, especially if you're in trouble?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because they think, and if also another point to
Leroy
point
too.
out
That's his name,
is,
Leroy too.
is if all the police were corrupt, all police agencies are corrupt, the bureaus that investigate them are corrupt, how did this lady get fired and charged?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
A grand jury indicted her.
Exactly. If it was so corrupt, if everyone was so corrupt, she'd still have her job.
Oh yeah.
And by her having those type of charges, she just can't go over to the next county and get another job. I don't think it's like that.
No, she's done. She's never going to be a police officer again. She's
no.
And
Maybe
she
a
knew it
security
right
guard.
away.
Maybe a security guard, but I don't think a police officer.
Oh, I don't even think you could do that with a record. Can you?
I don't know.
I've never been a security guard. I don't know.
But Leo have. His name Officer Leo.
Yeah, Officer Leo. He guards the snack cabinet. That's where he guards his treat cabinet. That's it. He's full of it when it comes to that. So anyway, so I knew this one would be like, come on, if you don't see what was wrong here, then
Right. We actually see. Yeah, it stopped. Like I said, it started off as a normal stop. She asked the lady to get out the car. She didn't want to get out the car. I'm surprised she didn't bring up Pennsylvania versus Mims.
Probably didn't know it.
Probably not.
But in this last video now, this one is crazy because I was fooled up until the end. And I don't want to say too much more than that, but I want you to put in the chat if you think this guy is who they think he is. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll pause it if anybody needs me to pause it or rewind it or anything like that, because you might need me to. So,
okay.
He's going for my gun. He's got my gun. Hello, sir. Hello. Hi, we got called here to talk to you. Huh? Some people were worried about you. They wanted to make sure you were okay.
That I'm okay. I'm a paying customer.
Yeah. People are just called worried about you.
So what, sitting down?
No, I think they saw all your stuff and were worried, making sure you're okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. What's your name?
What do you need my name?
I'm just asking.
I'm all right, thank you.
Okay. Are you from Rice Lake?
Don't worry about it. You can leave. What are you doing here?
What
are you doing here?
Just checking some stuff out.
In front of me?
Yeah. Standing right here checking some stuff out.
You're kind of disturbing my peace.
Okay. Is your name Alejandro?
Are you trying to ask me if I'm wanted? Are you confirming that I'm wanted?
I guess so.
So this is what, your public service? When I told you that I'm a paying customer?
Yeah. Are you Alejandro?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, that's what we're here to figure out.
So this screams that I'm wanted?
No, I guess it wouldn't be the homelessness or that you have a lot of gear.
So you're implying So what are you implying? Like really? Like is it the fact that I'm homeless?
That your description matches someone
that
that's
you want me to
wanted.
leave town?
No, not that I want you to leave town.
Well, I already said, man, you're disturbing my peace.
Okay.
So get out of here.
Okay, you got any ID on you?
For?
So I can see who you are. And if you're not the person we're looking for, then we'll get out of here.
At this point, you're gonna have to send another cruiser, so that way they can confirm my identity. Because of the way that you're treating me, I don't want to confirm my identity with you.
Okay.
Because see, I already told you I'm a paying customer. So like, why are you coming to me disturbing the peace? Because you're the one breaking the law right now, not me.
What law am I breaking?
Disturbing me and disturbing the public.
Okay. Well, if we get called here because someone believes that you're a wanted person, and we're coming here to confirm that, and you match the picture of a wanted person.
Yeah, they show me the picture. So it's under what? It's your property?
Huh?
It's considered your property?
What is?
Because I was going to point out the facial features. Well, apparently that's not me.
Okay, that you have a beard?
Show me the picture again. So
I'm not going to show it to you again.
Because clearly that's an adolescent. That's not an adult. You can tell by the facial
Okay,
features.
what's your birthday then?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, how am I supposed to confirm this isn't you?
Yeah.
I already told you. No. Go ahead and
Wait
call.
a minute. Can you rewind that, Ray?
Okay, so someone else shows up and then you'll...
Can you go back to when he had the picture up?
The picture of a wanted person.
Yeah, they show me the picture. So it's under. So it's
So we can't see it right there. Yeah, right there.
Is your name Alejandro?
Let me ask y'all something. Do that look like the guy?
I'm not answering anything because I know the outcome of this, so.
Well, I want to know the people in the chat. If you do that picture look like him? If you do, say yes in the chat or either say no. I just want to see what the chat say.
The facial features. Well, apparently that's not me.
Okay, that you have a beard?
Show me the picture again. So
I'm not going to show it to you again.
Because clearly that's an adolescent. That's not an adult. You can tell by the facial
Okay,
features.
what's your birthday then?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, how am I supposed to confirm this isn't you?
Yeah.
I already told you. No. Go ahead and call somebody else because I'm not going to confirm my identity with any of
Okay, so someone else shows up and then you'll confirm your identity.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, that way I can get your name and your name for harassment.
My name is Peyton Overling.
Okay, then give me your card.
I don't have a card on me.
So I'm professional. You next? Professional? You have a card?
My card's in my office.
Okay, then you can go ahead and get that.
Here you go. Here's another person. Don't reach for nothing. Right now, you're not going to reach for anything. We're reaching for stuff.
I'm trying to put everything away so I can go outside.
No, you're not going outside right now.
We even have a captain yet.
All right. There you go. So harassment, all right, that's one. They're telling me that I'm wanted, and they're trying to confirm some wanted identity. Yep. So I asked them for the picture, and he doesn't want to give it to me.
I showed it to you. I'm not giving you the piece of paper.
He has it on him right now.
Once we determine who you are, then it's fine. So
We didn't say you were
Okay,
one. We
then
just said
you
you had matched the description.
You go that way, and I'll talk to him.
they're gonna stay with you.
They're gonna stay with you. Okay, then at this time.
Okay. He said that they needed him to identify that he was the person on a poster. He never said that. The cop never said that. He was wanting to confirm, but he said that the cop said he was the one on that poster. Unless I heard it wrong.
He wanted to know what his name was and his birthday, and this guy's not giving him anything to say whether he's this guy or not.
I know, yeah. So
I mean, if I wasn't the guy, I'd be doing everything I could to be like, that's not me, here's my ID.
Exactly. So I didn't hear it wrong then.
No.
And let me just let you all know this is taking place inside of a McDonald's. So not only is the people going on about their business eating a Big Mac and double cheeseburgers, they also getting the floor show.
Yep. Dang.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave and get out of this town because I'm being harassed.
We're gonna identify you, and if you're not the person that's on there, then you're gonna be free to leave.
But until we okay, then give me your card and your card now.
Give us your
Because
ID.
I'm being harassed.
Give us your ID.
Just give us your ID, and then we can give you.
Then we call this quid pro quo, and we exchange IDs. Give me your cards.
Pull your ID out.
Show me your IDs first, and then I'll give you my ID.
Okay. My ID is
You
free.
harassed me. I was not walking down the street. I was here as a paid customer.
Okay.
So therefore, I can stand this higher ground.
Not necessarily. Okay.
How so?
Because I have reason to believe you're a wanted
because I'm
suspect.
homeless.
Show them your ID, or we'll take you over to the jail and make an ID there when they run your.
I don't have an ID.
Then I guess we don't have a lot of options here.
So you're saying I don't have a lot of freedoms?
I'm saying that we're going to identify
No,
you.
you're saying I don't have a lot of freedoms.
We're going to identify you.
So my baggage details my status.
Do you have your ID with you? Or no?
I already told you no.
What's your name?
So arrested for what? Having no ID?
What's your name?
We are going to detain you until
For?
we can determine who you are. You can give them your name and stuff.
No, I'm all right. Go ahead and detain me.
Okay. Oh, no, that takes time.
Don't pull. Wait. He's going for my gun. He's got my gun.
He's got your gun. He's reaching for your gun. You want to go? You want to go?
Shit. Hey.
Put your arms behind your back, or you're gonna get it again.
Which arm's going right?
Other arm.
Give us your other arm. I'm going to hit you again with the taser.
I don't broke the clavicle.
Give us your other arm.
I already told you.
Is he giving it to you?
I got it.
I got cuffs.
Go ahead, search him. Everyone good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Search me.
On your side. Stay just like that. And stuff if you want.
Sit him up. Bring your legs out this way.
Swing your legs out.
Roll to your other side a little bit.
Quit. Knock it off. Quit.
Look at me. I want to remember a face.
Okay, remembered it.
I will smite you.
Oh, it's super glued.
No, it's sealed by my almighty father himself. Look at it. What does it say?
Can't read it.
Guess you can't read, huh?
No.
That's why you became a cop.
You got me.
Trampling on other people's rights.
He's got something down here too, man.
I'm gonna search the rest of his ankles.
Yeah, he's still got something in here.
Here, these can come down.
I think it's under this. It's something. It might be just another hat, maybe.
4 minutes, right?
It's like a hat.
How many, this may sound like a crazy question for you all. How many pairs of pants does this dude have on?
He's homeless.
Well, I understand that. It was like he got like what? 3, 4 pairs of pants on.
Yeah.
But he's homeless, so maybe he's trying to keep warm.
That's true.
Possible.
Other hat.
Yeah, it's the bill of the hat.
Yeah, check his other leg.
Another hat. Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, show a mark.
My name's Seth. I'm just gonna check out the barbs in your chest, okay? What's your name?
Don't worry about it.
All right, sounds good.
Peyton, are you good taking him? Or you want me to pull up a squad?
You want to pull yours up? That's fine.
Yo, get away from me.
Not gonna happen, dude. I don't listen to you.
Yeah, no don't listen to me.
Right.
You want us to pull them up for you before you go?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get close and personal with you. 1, 2, 3. I'm bleeding.
Try to bend your knee.
Bend this one in.
I did not force her to leave. They were gonna.
All right, lean back for me.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Alejandro? No, I'm not Alejandro, man. All right, well, what's your name? Alejandro. Mistaken identity, and I told the guy, hold on, he didn't even put my pants on. Me and shit with integrity.
Hold on. Can I get these off so you don't trip?
You can take them off, yeah.
Watch your step. I'll help you up here. Watch your head.
Hold on, watch out. I have a broken clavicle.
Clavicle, what side?
Oh, you're on the right side. That's why I'm having a hard time. I told the guy to be here.
Watch your step.
The suspect, 35-year-old homeless man, Adan, was actually not the wanted man police thought he was. Police were looking for Alejandro Rosales Castillo, a former fugitive on the FBI's 10 most wanted list for the 2016.
You know what? They don't do nothing like they got.
Yeah, I could see the picture on the right. Like if he grew enough facial hair, maybe gain some weight, but he made it look like he was the one who was wanted because he acted like he was the one who they were looking for.
Yeah.
Right.
Why go through all of that fighting and resisting the police when you didn't have to?
Exactly. Maybe because, how some of these people are today, like, I don't have to talk to the police. I don't have to tell them anything, maybe, the whole Fourth Amendment thing. But
He
when
did
it comes,
say a lot of frauditer phrases there,
Yeah, he did.
but when it comes down to something like this, if they think you're FBI 10 most wanted fugitive, oh, believe me, I'm talking.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything to prove that it's not me.
Right.
Plus, you got to think about the fact that it says underneath these photographs from the actual wanted fugitive that these were taken 10 years ago.
Right. And
These
people,
pictures in the wanted poster were taken in 2015 and in 2016. So, given age progression and everything else, this could have been the guy.
Yeah, it could have.
the thing is, though, all they have to do is just run his fingerprints and everything. Then they'll know it's not him.
He wasn't giving them like an inch. Like he fought them every step of the way. So he acted like he was the one they were looking for.
Yeah.
They only go by what they see and what's happening. Like right then, the police. They don't know this man's story. They don't know his name, obviously. They don't care he's homeless, obviously. But why are you going to hand them more things on a silver platter to command you for?
Right. So now his charge is probably looking at what? Refusing to identify and resisting.
I don't know. I'm going to finish playing this so we can listen to what he was actually charged with. I don't remember.
Murder of his co-worker. He was recently captured in Mexico in January 2026, after nearly a decade on the run. The incident in the body cam footage took place a year prior in January 2025 in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. The suspect, Adan, was charged with felony attempting to disarm a peace officer, felony battery or threat to judge, prosecutor, or law enforcement officer, and resisting obstructing. After pleading not guilty to all charges, Adan was found guilty by a jury and was sentenced to 170 days in jail with good time granted, which lowered his sentence by 127 days, meaning he served 43 more days in jail and was then released back into the public.
You can feel the tension in this clip before anything even happens. When officers approach someone connected to an
Wait a minute. So the guy this took place in Wisconsin, and the guy they're looking for was caught in Mexico.
Yeah, he probably fled back to Mexico once he committed that crime. Whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. So like I said, those two pictures were taken 11 and 10 years ago.
Right.
So, yeah, even if it was the same guy, he's not going to look exactly the same as he did 10 years ago.
No.
So,
You know what? I want to ask you all something, and I want y'all to be really honest with me. Would you think? Would you think I would be wrong if I was to turn somebody in if I seen them on the top 10 wanted list and it was a family member?
Is there a reward involved?
Yes. Let's just say it was $1 million reward. I'm talking.
I'm singing like a canary. If that's the case, I don't care.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I'm like, you know what? They say, how can you turn your own family in? Don't you? Don't I'm like, well, yeah, I'm gonna feel sad. I may cry, but
Easy.
This money will dry my eyes.
It wouldn't be hard for me. You shouldn't have broke the law or did what you did for there to be $1 million reward for me to now collect.
I would turn to Leo if he committed a crime.
For $1 million, I would too.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
It's like I've always said all along. Family will turn on you before anything.
They will. It's true, especially if there's $1 million involved.
Okay, if it's $1 million, it's $1 million, and I'll turn my own sister in. I'm like, they say, well, that's your sister. Hey, she committed a crime. She broke the law.
Exactly.
I'm
You
like,
think they wouldn't turn me in for $1 million? I would expect them to turn me in for $1 million.
Right.
I'd be like, same
here.
I may go visit her. I may go visit her on visiting day when I'm dressed to the nines and with all my money, and then sitting her in front of her face and count my money. But yeah,
I'll put money on her commissary for her.
Hey,
and
look,
if it were me, she would turn me in for less.
I'm like, hey, look, sis, I put $100 on your commissary. You know, you get a bunch of honey buns, juice, cake, all that you want. I'll do that every month for you.
Yeah, I mean, don't commit the crime. There's people that think you're so close, but for money, they will. I would $1 million, yes.
Hey,
and if it were me and you wanted to turn me in, I couldn't say I blame you. I'll hand you the phone. Are you stupid? It's $1 million turning me in.
I'll do it for $10,000. You mean to tell me you'll turn your own sister in for $10,000? You know it. I'll give her the address where you can find that, where she sleep at, what type of car she drive, her tag number,
her blood type if you need it.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want her measurements? I can guess it for you, but I may not be right.
Like you said, I'll go visit her. I will put money on her commissary. I'll even get her a good lawyer. But don't commit the crime if you don't want me turning you in for that kind of money.
But you know, now will come a time when she get out of jail. I may have to take off. I may have to take off to where she can't find me.
I'm thinking $1 million reward means they did $1 million crime, which probably means they are not getting out of jail in your lifetime. That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
you must have done something really wrong.
Maybe it's y'all ever seen The Simpsons? Maybe it's like a sideshow Bart Simpson thing when sideshow Bob keep breaking out of jail looking for Bart. It'd be one of those situations.
My sister's such a rule follower that if for some really strange reason she ever did get put in jail, she would follow the rules. She wouldn't break out.
You think?
I think she would not. She's a very stickler for rules. Like she's an accountant. That's they follow rules. You
don't think that she may turn if she was to get in jail, turn into like one of those hardened criminals when she go on the first thing she walk into, the first thing she do when she walk into the prison is she say, I want to know who the biggest what in here and I'm gonna cut him.
No, do you ever see that movie Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah.
Where he ends up doing everybody's taxes and he gets in good with the warden. That would be my sister right there.
Oh,
She's like,
wow.
I'll handle your money for you. Yeah. That's how she'd get what she wanted in prison, would be by handling all the guards like taxes and 401ks and stuff. Yeah.
You sure you want your taxes done by a criminal? Maybe that was it. What you went to prison for? Tax evasion.
No, but in the movie went to jail for murdering his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with money.
No, I'm just saying, let's just say if your sister went to jail for tax evasion,
Then she's exactly who I want to do my taxes because she knows how to evade them.
Yeah, but you would go to jail too.
Nah, I'd make sure her name was all over everything. I'll be sad.
Oh mercy, we had a really interesting night. We started off with with the video with with the ice and the protester. Watching somebody get knocked the what out at Dunkin' Donuts. We watch a cop get fired, and now we just watch somebody thought they was on the FBI most wanted list, and the police that was the wrong person, but he still went to jail for other things. It's a really interesting night.
Yep. And guess what? All of them had in common.
And what's that?
It could have all been avoided.
Yeah.
That's true. All could have been avoided, especially that second one. The Dunkin' Donuts guy, that really could have been avoided.
Oh yeah.
But
If someone chosen in a split second or even a minute's time to do a different thing, whatever it was, whatever video, they would not be in the situations they were finding themselves in.
I mean, at least when that second video that we saw, the judge, he had a clean record, and then he took responsibility for what he did. That's something fraudsters wouldn't do. This guy took responsibility. He said he was wrong. He shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but you could tell that kid was not a hardened criminal. Like he actually feels remorse and cares about people versus, let's say, frauditors who could care less about anyone but themselves.
And the thing is, though, out of all the body cams that we usually watch, especially with that second one, he wasn't saying, can he call his mom? He didn't. But even though his mom did come up there, but he wasn't acting all crazy and everything.
Right.
No, he owned up. He took responsibility for what he did.
Right. And he even said that I shouldn't hit him.
It's called accountability.
But yeah, I can understand when
even the cop tried to avoid accountability by lying.
Yes. Oh, yes. By lying. Even though we seen what happened, I'm like, she forgot that she have a body cam and a dash cam?
No, I think in the moment she just was trying to be, save my ass. Like, lots of people do. In situations, they just think about saving themselves in the moment.
Right. But in this last video, well, I don't think in this case, I don't think the police was in the wrong because I think this guy was in the wrong. All he had to do was just tell him who he was, just ID. That's all. And the police would have went on about the way. He could have finished eating his egg McMuffin and his coffee.
Could have been avoided by simply making a different choice in the moment. Instead of, you just want to trample on my rights and you just see that I'm homeless and you're just picking on me. And no, sir, that's not it. They're just trying to make sure that if you are this person, that they take you into custody and get you off the street.
Yeah, all they want to know we want to know, is this you? Like you said, it's been over 10 years. Your looks kind of change. You get older.
Yeah.
I mean, much older. 10 years apart.
And when you're homeless, life is harder. You're out in the elements all the time. You don't know where your meals are coming from. There could be mental illness involved or substance abuse involved that will help change the way somebody looks as well. So, Cop doesn't know. All he had to do was give him his name, social, date of birth. It would have been solved.
Right. Like I said, he didn't have an ID. All you had to do is just give him your name. And your social. Well, maybe he didn't know his social security.
Sure. He seemed, despite being homeless, people think homeless people are not, but they are, a lot of them, highly intelligent people.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure at some point he had to have known what his social was, so I don't think he forgot. He just didn't want to.
There's a lot of homeless people that are college graduates that have degrees.
Yep. So I don't underestimate. Yes.
CyberX's comment makes sense.
Yeah. I was reading all of them. as he was writing them. But yeah.
Yeah, the last one he could have avoided all of this.
He made himself look guilty. That's what I was saying. He made himself look like he was that man because he just simply did not want to give an ID to dispel it. Like, not me, dude. Prove it's not you.
Right.
See, but if it was one of the frauders, they say, well, I have a Fourth Amendment. I don't have to show you my ID. I don't have to do them like, but
that's not true. They're investigating a legitimate thing.
Yes,
then you have to.
You may be on this list as a FBI most wanted top 10 list, and you don't want to be on the top 10 FBI most wanted list. If you're on that list, you've done something really bad, like you said
Frauditors
earlier. You done
They
something
want,
really bad.
see, frauditors do. They want every officer to know who they are, and that is the quickest way is to get yourself on that list.
The most wanted list.
Yeah.
America's Most Wanted. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. How about Unsolved Mysteries? Remember that?
Oh yeah, Robert Stack.
Robert Stack, yeah, Unsolved Mysteries. They used to be one. The music even sounded spooky on that.
Yeah. People turning in their neighbors and stuff. It's not even them. It's like, I think my neighbor might look like that guy. I don't like my neighbor. I'm calling and saying it's him. Yeah.
You turn them into Unsolved Mysteries, and you see the camera crew and everybody show up.
He's just going out to go to work or put your garbage cans at the curb, and then they're in your face with all these cameras and lights, and you're like, what the?
You see, hi, Robert Stack. Is this you?
Yeah.
Right.
No, but I mean, seriously, frauditors want every single person to know who they are, or they think every single person knows who they are. So wouldn't that be like a really quick way?
It really got me when one of them they asked the frauder, do you know who I'm in? The officer say, why do I supposed to know who you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the officer to really say, you know what? I really don't care. So
yeah,
I don't know
like
what some fool on the street.
Yeah. I just hope because I have to go to Portland. Let's see. I'm in Portland on the 12th. And I'm hoping against hope, please let the God shine on me that that's the day I actually run into a frauditor.
Well, you are in Siberian Tigers, area.
Yeah, that's exactly who I'm hoping to run into.
You're in the Pacific Northwest. It's not that many frauditors up there no more, but the Siberian Tiger and
well, he only lives in the Vancouver, Washington area, which is like right across from Portland, basically. So that's why he's always over in like Portland, Clackamas County, and all that, is because he lives like right there.
That's a name for you, Clackamas. Is it what is that like where rich folks stay at?
A lot, yeah, it's a lot of higher end.
Yeah.
It's over there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just like here in Florida, you go to, Boca Raton and, Orange County, which is basically Orlando, where most of Miami Beach, most of the rich folks stay at.
Yeah. Well, every state, every area has its own ritzy-titsy areas, But yeah, run into them. Well, take your pick. CyberX, really, take your pick. I'll take either one, but hopefully I just see him and I can record him and make fun of him the way that Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill did when he ran into that frauditor.
You want to chase him though?
Yeah. Where that random woman helped him, jumped in her car and she took off. It was hilarious.
Yeah, you get the video, bring it back here on the R&R and we can roast him.
Oh man. I would die. I would pay to run into that guy and give him hell. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
And of course, I would bring it back and show it to everybody because
do exactly what you was. I'm like, hey, I can record you. You remember? There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Yeah. Then I would constantly accuse him of being a public servant and telling him he worked for me and stuff. Like I wouldn't listen. Just be like, "You work for me, you little shrimp." Yeah, he is a little guy though. Have you seen how short he is? He's
He just has
extremely short.
he just have one of those faces that you just wanna. I can't say it on YouTube because I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
Why? We're not monetized.
You
We're
know,
not
you just
monetized.
let me just still be on the safe side. Let's just say it like this. You know, y'all remember the honeymooners? You know,
Yeah.
bam, straight, bam, boom,
Straight to
straight
the
to the moon.
moon. Yeah.
One of them.
He does have a very hittable face.
Oh yeah.
I'll just
That
say
one
that.
video we saw when the shades looked like they was 10 times too big for him.
Because he has to buy all of his clothes in the kids department, first of
I
all.
I guarantee you, he has to sit on the phone book when he drives his. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. He didn't have no more. They repossessed it and they told his other one.
When he
So
has to drive his son's car, he has to sit on phone books. That's why he brings his son for auditing, because he can't drive. So he's got to ask his kid, "Hey, would you drive your old man to bother the police?"
it was so hilarious with that video this morning. I literally laughed out loud this morning when he had showed the video and he was giving a speech at the city council saying he wants all of their resignations. I literally laughed out loud because I'm like, he sounds serious, but the look on his face, like, dude, have a seat.
Yeah, he literally, you know how a lot of frauditors, we always say they're just in it for the money. They don't really care. I think this guy really believes the shit that sprawls out of his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Right.
He does.
I believe he does.
He's such a little man complex that he has got to order somebody around in his life, and nobody at home will let him. So he's got to go out and do it to the police.
I guarantee you, he could sit on the curb and swing his legs.
Probably.
He
He
probably
doesn't
get
have to worry about puddles. No.
he probably get mad when they tell him, you know, you have to be this tall to ride this ride.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I mean, you know, the shortest man. They always say the shortest one has the loudest mouth, and he usually has the loudest mouth. Just like this morning, the cop was not paying him no attention. Are you jaywalking? Are you really gonna harass this cop? Because the cop was actually working. I think
And
the
then
cop was
to
working.
tell him, like, you get your butt across the street. This guy is probably trying so hard not to laugh at you.
Okay.
While he's doing his actual job that he gets a paycheck for.
And think about this way: these fraudsters, like the Siberian kitty, they go after people they know they can't do nothing back, like police officers, government officials.
Yeah.
You know, the people at the DMV, the library. They go after those people. Know they can't do nothing back to them. They won't bother nobody on the street.
They
Well,
don't
maybe they
have
would. I take that back. Yes, they
they have
would.
zero control anywhere in their life. So they got to go and exert what they think is control over people they think can't do anything about it. But like I think it was NCR said yesterday in his video, he's going to keep it up and he's going to pay a price for it eventually.
Right. They're gonna pay a price for it. I
They
mean, you
always
know,
do. They always do. I mean, even LIA is starting to feel heat everywhere, like that humble brag in his video about everybody starting to know who I am. Gives a shit who you are.
that's a you problem. I'm like, you the one that go everywhere around the country and people know who you are now. I'm like, that sounds like your fault. I'm like, if you would have stayed in certain places, you know, maybe just in the state of New York, maybe people wouldn't know who you are.
You know that saying, don't crap where you eat, you know.
Yeah.
And
That's what AFA did. Did you notice AFA, he never frauded where he live at, right?
yeah.
Did any of y'all notice that?
He crapped a little too hard on in where he eats, and now he's got to go all places like Florida and Texas and create the drama there because there isn't any for him at home anymore.
Right.
So That's why I was surprised he's reposting videos, because it's like, don't you just go somewhere and create a problem in some part of the country, or why you got to repost your own videos?
Because
You know,
I believe everything he is doing right now is falling apart. Because remember the whole lawsuit with the whole the little thing with the mayor here in the town. I forgot what town it was here in Florida. I guess that fell apart because he ever heard anything else about it. And plus, what's going on in Connecticut with former Sergeant Fahey. I think that's falling apart because all it falls back on you was on his property when you weren't
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Yep. I don't care that if there were no signs, that part shouldn't even be playing a part in this, because it's private property. Anybody's private property is their own. You don't have to post signs up everywhere saying do not enter private property, no trespassing. It's your home.
Right. You see, here in Florida, you have the right to defend your home. Castle doctrine. So stand your ground, castle doctrine.
Should be like that everywhere, but unfortunately it's not.
No, it's true.
Oh, believe me, they run it in the ground here in Florida.
Oh, wow.
Well, you shouldn't be on someone else's property. I don't care who in the hell you think you are.
Right.
It's not your property. Stay off of it.
And we knew when he went onto Sergeant Fahey's property, he went on in knowing that he had problems with this guy. And you gonna show up to this man's property, all the way to on his front porch, and knock on his door? You tell me how you not in the wrong. He says, well, I went there, in my capacity to be in the press. No, you didn't. You went there knowing that you had a situation with this guy. You knew it was going to be a situation.
Oh, yeah. They know it. They know it.
I think that's why he's not talking about that anymore, is because he's probably getting sued in court, and his lawyer probably told him to shut the fuck up about it.
Right. Because remember when the case was going on, he put out a video almost every other day, almost every week about it. Now you don't see anything about it.
He probably got told to shut up. That, they always record their own crimes. Don't give anybody any more ammunition to be able to sue you or bring you up on charges. And these frauditors do nothing but record themselves breaking the law.
And they had charges on Fahey because I guess because when he spit in his face or something, they took it as
that's already been adjudicated. It's through the court system already. That's
been dismissed.
Not dismissed, but he took his plea deal or whatever for basically a slap on the wrist, which pissed LIA off, of course.
Of course. He always gets pissed off.
Spit in my mouth. You should be used to it.
Oh, wow.
Right? Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I've got to get my night time stuff done.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost time for us to end the stream. Anyway, it's over 2 hours.
Yeah, we're over 2 hours, but it's been fun, guys. Appreciate you being here, Tiny. We'll see you next time.
Loved it.
Okay.
Thank you for Tiny for being NCR for being, but he had to leave though. But thank you for being here.
All right.
Ooh, glad to be here.
Take it easy.
Okay.
And thank you for everybody in the chat for joining us tonight for the stream.
Yes, we very much appreciate you always coming to support us. And we'll be here Sunday again, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, with weird. What is it?
Bizarre body
cams. Weird and bizarre body cams. So.
And a quick applause for the people in the chat. And one for Ray.
And one for yourself.
Oh, I guess so.
All right. But yes, that's what we're doing. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what we're doing on Sunday, and we will catch you then, hopefully. And until then, have a good rest of your week and a good start to your weekend. And I'll see you either at Hez's on Saturday or on Sunday.
And be nice to each other, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good night.
Good night.